family, and colleagues. This is Richard Solomon and my life partner Jackie Saunders, and this is the 17th episode of our series, Enhancing Human Relations Through the Fourth R. And this is going to be a screen video as opposed to a audio and video presentation. So you'll be looking at the screen and we'll be explaining something called expectations theory. Now, expectations theory is very, very important. Expectations really are demands or needs that people have that can be voiced here or can be unvoiced. Now, when these demands or needs are not voiced at all, people's needs will become unfulfilled. And if it's not explained, these relationships can produce anger and resentment. And sometimes, unfortunately, can occur, relationships can terminate or be undermined because of the lack of clarity. So we're going to show the theory of expectations, which suggests that you need to voice, not be silent, be clear and be realistic of what you expect from other people. And then the demands and needs can be addressed. And those needs and silent demands, when voiced, can be fulfilled. And people can feel satisfied. And it can produce good and productive relationships. Now, Jackie and I are going to share a number of circumstances under which expectations theory can apply. And we'll give you this handout if you go to my email page, rdsolomonphd@gmail.com, or you can go to my Facebook page and get a copy of the handout. Now, here are different applications for expectations theory. One application would be in interpersonal relationships. When I met Jackie, over time, we both had to discuss what did we want in the relationship? Where did we want to go? How deep would we like the relations to be? Obviously, my situation and Jackie's situation were different, and we always had to discuss what we wanted in the relationship, how we should dress, what we should be doing, and we had to get an agreement. Okay, Jackie, want to talk about the work in the classroom?
Okay, if you are in a work situation, you would expect, especially if you are the boss, let's say, you would expect to tell your workers what they need to do in order to complete the work correctly. You need to let them know what time to be there, the rules about lunch. You need to tell them what they should be wearing, how they should gather information to do their job, how they should ask questions. In a classroom situation, if you are the teacher, you need to let the parents and the children know what is expected as far as timing, behavior, clothing to be worn in and out of class, how to handle notes, attendance, all of these things. If the children and the parents know what's expected, the expectation would be for a successful year.
Absolutely. Now, if you're in a team situation, or when I used to be in charge of student teaching, as strange as this may sound, I had to tell my undergraduates what I expected of them in terms of coming to class on time, creating lesson plans, creating emergency lesson plans, what kind of jokes they could tell, many, many different things. I even told them that it was not permissible. I did not want them to go into the faculty lounge too long. We even talked to them about dating and the dangers of dating a supervising teacher or a cooperating teacher. Again, it's about not remaining silent and making clear what you expect, in my case of my student teachers. Now Jackie's going to talk about gaming and mahjong.
Okay, if you are organizing a game situation for adults or for children, you need to make sure the rules of the game are very clear. Who starts, how you determine when it's your turn, who handles the money or who deals out the cards. Sometimes with games such as mahjong, there may be table rules where the way you play may be a little bit different than the way people play in other cities. Explaining all of this ahead of time will make for a very successful and pleasant game situation for everyone.
Now, when it comes to religious behavior, we're talking about attending a church or a synagogue or a temple. And whether it's for children or people who have never entered a church or synagogue or temple, it's important beforehand to let everyone know the expectations of what the event will be like and what you expect from them. Jackie, want to talk about social events and movies?
With adults and children, when you have social events or movies or special performances you're going to, you may have to tell everyone involved ahead of time, is this a situation where you have to get dressed up or can you go casually? What kind of behavior, especially for children, are you allowed to get up out of your seat during the event? Are you allowed to eat? Are you allowed to talk? Should phones be turned off during the event? If it's an event with different parts, like a wedding, you may explain to the children, there's going to be a ceremony, and afterwards there may be a cocktail hour, and then there's going to be dinner and dancing. Let everybody know what to expect, and everyone should have a great time.
And the last one we're going to talk about, and there are other applications, is when you're visiting with friends and relatives, and you want your children or your adults or your peers to know clearly what to expect, what to say, what not to say, particularly with children. Make this all clear to everyone involved. Once there's clarity and once those issues are resolved, your demands and your needs could be addressed. People will feel that everyone understands and they're satisfied what will occur, and you can have good and satisfactory time at the event that you and your friends are having. So, what we'd like you to do now is to share, discuss, practice, and implement expectations theory with your colleagues, your friends, your family, even your workmates. And again, if you want my expectations theory handout, you'll find it on my email address, rdsolomonphd@gmail.com. You can copy it on my Facebook page, and it will also be on YouTube. Our next episode, we will begin our discussion of the ego states of transactional analysis. That will be the beginning of a multi-part series, and you'll find out why there are some people you enjoy being with and others who you are less in favor of being with. And we want to thank you so much for being part of the video series, and we'll see you next time. Again, thanks so much. We enjoy doing this with you and for you.